So hi guys, this short video has been put together to help you understand how to set up Prospector for yourself. Once you've gone to the website prospectorhq.com and signed up for the basic plan, you will get a text message that would look something similar to what you're seeing on the screen right now. And the text message will have the link and everything else that you need in order to get started. Just a couple of things before clicking on that link to get going. Just make sure that you are doing this from the phone that you will be using for making calls. Further down the line, you'll understand why it's a good idea to do that. And also keep your logo somewhere handy if you're using iCloud or Dropbox or Google Drive. Just make sure that you've got your logo available there so you can upload your logo straight from the phone. So tapping on the link takes you to this Start Your Setup screen. There you will see the option to download the SMS Gateway app and also the Pushover app. Now, if you remember on the website, we mentioned that SMS Gateway is required for sending out those text messages that you would be sending to your prospects. It has to be on an Android phone. And if that Android happens to be the same Android that you're going to use for making calls, just make sure that the operating system's version is 6 or above. Once you've done the download, just move over to the next section and download the Pushover app. This app is used for sending push notifications to your phone when you're about to make a callback. And this needs to be installed on the cell phone where you will be making the calls from. So once you're done with that, just click on the next button. Now, once you've clicked on the next step, it'll take you to the screen where you can see the username and password that you need to enter in the SMS Gateway app on your Android phone. And further down, there's a little bit of an animated GIF that shows you how to do that. Just enter the details in the SMS Gateway app exactly as it shows here, including all the dots and commas and everything else that might be in there. Relatively straightforward. The password and the usernames are very case sensitive, so just be careful when you're entering that information to avoid any last minute panic. And once you've done that, just continue on to the next step. So once you've clicked on to the next section, you will see that your cell phone, in my case it shows up as Redmi 5 Plus. That's the name of my phone, that's a model, and it shows as connected. You should see the same sort of message with your specific device name showing there. Just enter the mobile number of someone that you can send a test message to. If you've got a different phone, just enter the number for that phone and send yourself a text message and see how it would work out for you. The text message onto the phone number that you entered in the previous step. Sometimes it takes a couple of minutes to show up, but for any reason, if it hasn't already arrived, just go back to the previous step, retry a different number, and it should work. Now in this section, we're going to set up SendGrid. SendGrid is used for sending out those prospecting emails from within the system. You can go ahead and set up a free account for SendGrid. It's pretty straightforward and easy. Once you've done that, just enter your username and password in there and you should be good to go. Now, once you've entered your SendGrid username and password and go on to continue, it will send you a test email message just to make sure that everything's working. And as you can see, popping over at the top is the test message that I just received. So that tells me that everything's been set up properly and now you're ready to go on to the next step. In this step, we're going to be setting up the Pushover app. And again, remember, you need to be doing this from the cell phone that you're going to be making calls from. And now you'll understand why it's a good idea to have done this setup this way as opposed to doing it from your laptop or something like that. So further down, you can see that there's an animated GIF that kind of shows you how the sign-up process for Pushover works. But in my case, I already have the Pushover app, so I'm going to skip through and show you where to get the unique user key. It's this little user key that you can see over here. Just copy that across and bring it over back into the setup screen and enter that in the text field over there. And once you click on the OK button, it will fire a test push notification to your cell phone. That would tell us that everything has been set up properly and it's working fine. So just go right ahead and push on that what's next button and you'll see the push notification pop up in a couple of seconds. There you go. So the push notification has arrived, which tells us that the pushover application has been set up properly. Now we're just going to move on to the next screen, which is where you will upload your logo. So in this case, you can upload the logo from any of the existing libraries that you have on your phone. So I've got my logo in my photo gallery. So I'm just going to go quickly pick it out and add my logo there, and that's it. Upload that, and the next step is just the final step where you need to provide your basic signatures for your email, for SMS, as well as the basic footer for all of the emails that are going to go out. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Next message for having completed the successful setup, you can just click over to the next step, and if you have a couple of minutes, please provide us with some feedback to help me understand if this setup was a good experience for you, if it was user-friendly enough. And you'll also get a text message that will reconfirm that your setup is all complete and you can now go ahead and log in. The password was sent to you in the very first text message that you got as soon as you signed up. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy this system, and it's going to make you far more successful.